Welcome to EMIC Training, Growth with Creativity and Challenge.
Designing, producing and implementing effective plans is crucial to a leader's business success. In effective planning, there are 8 simple steps that you need to consider and follow. The first step is always start with the desired end state. This means looking forward into the future and having a clear and definite understanding of what good looks like, sometimes referred to as starting with the end in mind. The second step is then to understand your current situation. Where are you now? If you know your desired end state and you know your current situation, you can then move on to the third step. How do I bridge that gap? How do I move from where I am now to my desired end state? This is where you have and set clear, smart objectives. After you understand where you want to be, where you are now, and you've bridged that gap with your smart objectives, you can now move on to step 4, and you can allocate the use of resources efficiently. Resources fundamentally mean the people, the equipment, the money, and the time that you have dedicated to achieving your key objectives. After resource allocation, you can then move on to detailed tasks and responsibilities. Which task am I going to allocate to which people? Who has the appropriate knowledge, skills and attitude to deliver those tasks in a timely, effective and efficient way? The next thing I need to do, step 6, is to identify my priorities and deadlines. Which tasks are more important than others? Sometimes referred to as critical success factors. Where are my deadlines? Where do I set my targets, goals and overall end objectives? I also need to consider the risks, constraints and dependencies. By risks I mean what risks to the business might implementing a particular objective pose. This could be positive or negative. You could also ask the question, if I don't implement these objectives, what risk will that pose to the business? I need to know what my constraints are. What's going to stop me from achieving my objective? Where are the barriers? Where are the constraints? Where are the issues that will stop me and my plan moving forward? I also need to understand my dependencies. Dependencies mean which are the functions, departments, organizations or entities will help me in achieving my end state. And lastly and finally, I need to plan for contingencies. Think of a plan not like an iron rod, but more like a piece of flexible rope. Think about, if my plan A doesn't go to plan, what is my plan B? What is my contingency? How will I overcome setbacks and shortfalls?
EMIC Training, Growth with Creativity and Challenge.